Frog. Well done, my fine hind-legged ladies and gentlemen. Well done indeed. This jumping contest is on fire! Just a moment ago, we saw Estomp the Fearless show his awesome might. With his impressive epic strength, he's made a stable yet distant leap, one worthy of a favorite to take gold. But next up we have the one you have all been waiting for, the unequaled, the unrivaled, the unparalleled Barobert! Oh, like the rose like a croak. Barobert! Who will emerge as champion and win the great honor and burden of fetching the princess? Before the final round begins, let us take a short break and give our two contestants time to rest. For the time being, the competition venue will be open to you all, so go forth and jump to your heart's content. That is what the Rain Song Pond is here for, after all. Talk to excited Paper Frog. Talk to calm Paper Frog. Robert, I know how nervous you are right now, but this is the final match that every frog has been looking forward to. I'm sorry, Mr. Horello, but Please don't blame him, sir. Give him a moment to rest. After all, Robert, I'm sure you need some time to think about how you shall pleasantly surprise us all. Whoa! Fighting words! Stomp, you're good enough. I think... Oh, save it, friend. You will no doubt set a new record in just a moment. Trust me. For now, just rest. You need time. Alright, you're right, my friend. I need some time. Oh, I thought it was fighting words, but they were actually being encouraging towards each other. My bad, my bad. Welcome, dear guests. I presume you are also here to watch the competition? Welcome, in any case, to Rain Song Pond. You have come at the right time, but also perhaps the wrong one. Wait, which is it, then? The competition is coming to a close with only the final, the result of which is already beyond doubt, left to take place. I'm sure you have heard of Robert and Estomp. They are both leading exponents of the art of jumping, but in my experience, Robert is sure to win. Robert is far better at this than all other paper frogs, and has won countless championships as a result. He is, therefore, the undisputed favorite. He has the strongest legs, the most agile mind, the most resolute spirit. Most importantly, he constantly seeks to share his know-how with all other frogs. Estomp is, like me, one of the paper frogs who learned by watching him. We respect, trust, and believe that he will once again achieve great success. Before the final begins, I'd like to stay and practice a little longer to prepare for the next round of competitions. If you do not mind, we could practice together. Perhaps you might even come up with some good ideas to help me jump all the better. So, after choosing the paper frog who will save the princess, will you still organize these contests? Of course, this is not just about rescuing the princess. Most important is the contest itself and what it teaches us. Self-belief, resolve, and self-belief, resolve, bravery. Only a paper frog who understands and embodies such virtues will emerge as our champion. Come then, dear guests. Let's see if you can feel the virtue inherent in our contest. Okay. I'm observing. I've come to aid you. I'm confused. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? How did I succeed? How did that succeed? Not bad, you're quite good at this. If you have time, I'd be willing to recommend you to the organizing committee. Next time we hold this competition, we'll be able to measure ourselves against one another. Still, I shan't take up more of your time until then. The final is about to begin.
Guess we'll have to see just how good this Robert guy is.
He'll blow your socks off for sure. Still, he did seem a bit nervous when I saw him recently. He was constantly practicing the most basic moves and then getting annoyed at how he was performing them.
But these are the finals. It's normal to get nervous, right?
Yeah, these are the finals. A bit of nerves are to be expected. That's what I thought, but... No, I still believe in him. He's not the type to give in so easily. I've got to keep practicing myself. If you'd like, dear guests, please feel free to have a look around. Finals are about to begin, though, so be sure you don't miss them. Kind paper frog.
I hope everyone will be able to do their best today, and that they won't give up even if they fall into the pond.
It's very kind of you, kind paper frog. Greetings, honored guest. You don't seem like frogs. What told you that? Nonetheless, welcome to the Rainsong Pond. May your legs be limber. Tell me about the competition. As you've seen and heard, this contest is to decide the frog who's best at jumping. Our contestants go through the qualifiers, group matches, and elimination matches, and only those who make it through all these can reach the finals.
That, sounds kind of complicated.
It's not complicated at all. Simply step into the arena and clear the challenges that lie before you. Dear guests, if it suits your fancy, you can also try out the bouncing contest here. This is meant to test the contestant's speed and stability when jumping. I was just about to do some practice here, then take part in the next contest. But my skills aren't exactly up to par. I can't jump well enough on my own. Would you two be willing to assist me? So there's no competition ongoing here? Of course, the competition's already reached the finals, so the other venues are now open for practice. Keep practicing, keep jumping, keep competing. That's the way you get better and better. Come on, dear guests. You'll enjoy the bouncing contest too, I guarantee it. Okay. It's gonna be like a leapfrog mechanic in Natlan, probably.
This game is pretty fun, don't you think? Paimon wants to give it a try too.
Then be my guest.
Paimon can pose as if she's jumping in the air too, you know. It's pretty much the same anyway.
I knew you'd enjoy the bouncing contest. But just now, that was just a game. This is a long way off from a real contest. Only the very best of the best of us can take part in the latter. And this contest will decide who is best suited to rescue the princess. It's just so exciting. I'm sorry, dear guests. My apologies. I just can't help but ramble on about Robert. After all, the whole reason we've organized so many contests was to choose the paper frog with the steadiest, furthest, most awe-inspiring jump so that they could go rescue the princess. There's still some time before the final match begins, so feel free to take a look around. Pirello will use his booming voice to remind us when the competition is about to begin, so listen out for it and make sure you find good seats. Oh, that was the booming voice, I guess. And here it is, here it comes. My fine hind-legged ladies and gentlemen, the unparalleled Robert steps forward to make his leap, and he jumped 3 lotus leaves and fell into the water. It seems we have a champion. The one who will welcome our princess is Estomp. Congratulations to our... No, Mr. Pirello, I protest. This is ridiculous. Absurd, even. I shall not accept the title of champion in this manner. Goodness gracious, by the morning dew. Come now, you surpassed Robert in front of all frog kind. Robert slipped up, that's all. He's just not in good form, you know? That will not convince me, nor any other paper frogs. Anyway, let's give Robert a moment to himself. We'll continue this later. It seems we have guests. Welcome to Rainsong Pond. What can I help you with? What's this competition about? As you can see, it is a jumping contest. Only the most legendary leaper may take the crown, thus earning the great burden of rescuing the princess. This is why we organize so many contests. I imagine that you saw the frog who just made his leap. That was for Robert, one of our contestants, and the greatest jumper in all the pond. Or, he used to be anyway.
Huh, sounds pretty cool. Shame we seem to have missed it all, though.
What a shame, you'd have done so well too, Paimon.
Eh? Why Paimon? Flying doesn't normally involve much bouncing, you know.
Flying's faster than jumping. It'll be an easy win for you.
But wouldn't that be cheating? You're supposed to use your legs to jump. If one of us had to take part, it'd have to be you. Still, Paimon's never seen you jump that far before. Except when you were running away from monsters.
Paimon, why are you calling me out like this? Ha ha ha. In that case, you'd do well to ask our champion over here for some advice. My apologies, dear guests, and Mr. Horello too. But I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm no champion. But as surely as the Lotus stems stand, according to the rules, you are the champion. I'll be the judge of that, thank you very much. This contest is meant to pick the best of us, the most skilled of jumpers, to go save our princess. This is a matter of the honor of all frog kind. And for Robert is the very best of us. You know this, all of us do. So if Robert was really that impressive?
Oh, we've heard a lot of other paper frogs talking about him. Is everything they say about him true?
That's right! Robert was the best frog in our pond. He could easily bound all the way across 12 lotus leaves and land on the 13th, and he'd land so lightly that the dew upon the leaf would not be disturbed. He could even jump between lotus leaves amidst a flowing river and not fall into the water, no matter how fierce the current. But we just saw him, absolutely biff it. So I'm guessing he's not in good form right now.
Yeah, he seems kinda down. He looked super sad when he was leaving just now, too.
He's just having a temporary rough patch. That's the only reason he made that mistake. Please, Mr. Horello, for the sake of the contest and the sake of our calling, I'd like to ask for a rematch. If you deem it necessary, you can consult the opinion of all the other frogs. I am sure they'll concur. Listen, Stomp. I know you're a capital fellow, sharp-minded and upstanding to boot. But did you not see how Robert was faring? He left without even attempting to make another leap. I'll speak with him. We've trained together all this time, so I know how he feels. He'll understand. Ah, for the love of lotus leaves and lucent dew. All right, I'll go with you to meet Robert.
He'll come along too. We're really good at encouraging people.
And we're great jumpers too, or at least I am.
Have you been secretly training behind Paimon's back or something?
I'm just good at making others jump a long way away. Ha ha ha! Both humorous and polite. Thank you for your goodwill. In that case, let us go together. With any luck, that good humor of yours might soothe his sore spirit. Pond protect us. I wonder which shall serve us better, the soft or hard approach. He's here! Ah, there you are. The award ceremony is over then. Just the opposite, in fact. Both Mr. Horello and I are of the opinion that things are far from over. Indeed. I hereby announce in my capacity as referee that you, Mr. Robert, have one more chance to jump. To maintain the fairness of this competition and to fulfill our duty to the calling, you must do a re-jump. Dear Mr. Horello, I, as a contestant, cite the competition rules pertaining to competitive behavior that may bring harm to oneself and one's tribe. I forfeit my second jump attempt. I do not want to disappoint everyone again, nor bring ruin to our calling. This is the only truly responsible course of action.
Wow, what a professional answer. You even had the specific clauses handy.
You even gave it a touch of emotional appeal. Alright, looks like playing hardball isn't going to work. Oh, Lucent Dew and Lotus Leaves. But you haven't left the venue. I don't understand what you mean to say, dear guest. This is the best place from which to watch this competition unfold. If you really wanted to give up, you wouldn't have stayed here.
That's true. You can see everything that's going on in the long-distance jumping contest from here. If he had really given up and no longer wanted to have anything to do with the contest, why would he stay?
I don't wish to talk about this anymore. I believe I've been clear. Sorry, Estomp, and our two guests as well. Is it...
So tiring.
Hang on a moment. Is there anything else I can help you with, dear guests? You saw the terrible state I was in. I admit I mostly knew what you were going to say the moment I saw you arriving with a stomp. My answer is no, and so it will always be. Look at my ankles. They are not ankles that can carry such a heavy burden, not ones that can save a princess. They look like pretty sturdy ankles to me.
Yeah, Paimon hasn't either.
But I made a mistake. No, I've been making mistakes all along. I'm sorry, you two, but I cannot continue competing.
Don't go! We just want to tell you one last thing.
All frogs make mistakes. They just need to learn from them, that's all. Good guest, you do not understand. I initially believed that mistakes were mere drops of dew that fall upon our heads. Nothing that could truly knock a froggy down. But I was wrong. Perhaps they were never mere drops, but rather more akin to rocks at the bottom of a pond, withered wood stuck into the waterbed, or a vent hidden within the muck. We can overlook them, bury them, step over them, or pretend they don't exist. But they will not rest, my friend. They will await their opportunity for a chance to come back to bite you. Please go, and let me go too. I am nothing but a mere lotus head who has had all its seeds removed. Even a light breeze would surge through the many holes in my heart and chill me to the bone. I cannot take up this great burden, and this is the voice of my heart. I have to let all frogs down, including myself. You still have a retry, you know.
Yeah, got another chance to prove yourself.
I do not wish to taste the bitter pang of failure once more. My legs and my heart cannot.
Whoa, this Lotus Leaf is moving all of a sudden. What's going on?
What? But it should have been fixed in place. No, it's moving forward. Please stand firm, dear guests. I will steer it as best I can. Control the water spouts? Oh, they did it. They did it. Oh gosh. The judge and the other competitor, they totally rigged this so that Robert would prove himself without knowing it's the competition. Would you look at that? Robert the unyielding, Robert the bold. He seized the opportunity for a retry and a spectacular leap, spectacular indeed. This is a miracle without precedent. He is the only paper frog to ever leap across this precipice. I knew you had it in you, Robert. I believed in you. The lotus leaf that suddenly started moving. That was your doing, wasn't it? It was something that Mr. Horello and I came up with together. I apologize, dear guests, for hiding this from you. I guessed it before. I'm a genius. A bit of advance notice would be appreciated, though. I truly am sorry. I've spoken to Mr. Horello, and we will surely compensate you for the fright we caused. I mean, I was fine. To be sure, we did place a great many lotus pads in the waters beneath you. Even if you had fallen, you would not have been injured. I don't know, man. The water's not very deep. And jumping from that height would have hurt. I would have lost some HP there, I'm sure. We would never allow guests to be harmed. I swear it by the good name of Rainsong Pond. Alright then, for Robert. Now that everyone has witnessed your great leap, you no longer have any reason to reject the victor's crown. But it was a coincidence, a miracle born of circumstances. Just one fluke leap. It was only with the aid of these two guests that I was able to do it at all. I'll be honest, we were just having fun drifting alongside you.
Exactly, we were just watching from the sidelines. That big jump was all you.
Still, our work wasn't in vain.
Right? It would have been a waste to stand by and watch such a brilliant frog give up like that. You love it so much, and you've trained so hard for this. It would have been awful if you'd just given up.
A tragedy for you and frogkind. Oh, honored guests, truly, your hearts are purer than the first drop of morning dew. I'm sorry, my friend, to have done you such an injustice. You should have been the winner of that match. Come now, you proved that you were the best of us, did you not? Please listen to me. We have many competitions ahead of us, and I will gladly compete with you 100, 1,000 times more. But this time, we must put our best frog forward to fetch the princess. That is our calling, and the future of Rainsong Pond rests upon it. As such, there's no room for error. Do you understand me? I do. Good. Robert, that's wonderful. Ha ha ha, well, this seems to have turned out great. We have ourselves a real champion now, don't we? Next up, our champion shall go rescue the princess, and then our calling will be complete. Not to interrupt or anything, but about that princess of yours.
Yeah, so, you've said a whole bunch about this princess of yours. Fetch her this, best frog that. Now everything's ready. Do you actually know where the princess is?
Ha ha ha, of course, we are about to go and receive and rescue her, for she lives in a tower made of vines and giant trees. Only the bravest, boldest, and most jumpiest of frogs may evade the thorns and deep mist, leaping atop the tower to deliver the princess from her cage. Seems like a lot of pressure to be putting on someone. I'll definitely fall down halfway. Oh, for Robert! Come now, for Robert. Don't be in such a rush to return to the pond. Why, we have yet to even lay eyes upon that tree. Our hard work has paid off. We have located the tower. It is in the kingdom of breezes and bells. Mr. Hurlo, there is not there but forest and flying squirrel. Certainly not a high tower. Are you certain that it is our destination? Absolutely. I personally went to inspect that place. The tower there is so high that you can barely see the top. There are none, I reckon, who might scale it, apart from us paper frogs.
That sounds really impressive.
Let me go take a look first. You're coming along too? That would be wonderful. Ha ha ha, looks like we've got quite the crowd for our little princess welcoming party. Not bad at all. See, I knew that things would work out for the best. Let us make our preparations, then set forth for the kingdom of breezes and bells. As for you, dear guests, we shall see you there. Yes, Mr. Robert, please go to the award ceremony first, would you? It will take place at the pond. No! Hey again, it's Ren. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay happy, stay healthy, and stay hydrated. We'll see you again next time. Bye now.